First Friday is supposed to be a fun event designed to showcase local artists in downtown, but last night 6 people ended up in the hospital after being shot. It is really quiet right now, but in less than an hour we expect to finally have our first press conference to get more details about this officer being shot, and we're still getting new details out here in Aiken right now. First, we are following breaking news of a possible downed helicopter at the Savannah River.
You won.
We're told
the lottery yesterday.
I did win the lottery yesterday.
$3, everybody.
And the answer is B, cold and dry. Here's how you do it. Very nice. Polar. Good start this Monday.
Meteorology class in college.
See, there you go.
I don't remember much. This is a total guess.
Very good.
Tonight, there's a lot of talk, but few answers surrounding First Friday. We spoke with business owners who not only want the event to change, but they want to know who is in charge. It's a new city service that could cost taxpayers almost $500,000 if it passes.
Cooking during the summer months is not always fun. That's why I try to get my husband to do it as much as possible. But another option is to turn to online food delivery sites for dinner. But online orders can add up, and so can the calories. Karen Kafa has tips on how to cut things down. We begin tonight with one man dead and a woman in jail after what Richmond County deputies are calling a deadly DUI accident. First out of Augusta, Richmond County deputies searching for a murder suspect tonight. Deputies say Hester Jackson was found dead in his home on Willis Foreman Road shortly before 9 this morning. We're covering breaking news right now. An update to the developing story we first brought you at the beginning of the show. One more inmate has been captured after escaping from the Emmanuel County Jail. We begin with breaking news right now. Richmond County deputies say they found a body under a pontoon boat around Prep Phillips Drive.
First of all, were you at all surprised by the results? Because it really wasn't close.
T-Mobile is opening a customer care center in Augusta and plans on hiring more than 170 full-time customer service representatives by the end of this year.
They certainly do their job, but yeah, we've got to scrounge up one.
The WJBF, I know, I'm going to work on it, and I'm going to work on getting a Freddie bobblehead. I hope you're listening, bosses. Good Saturday evening, everybody. The news at 10 begins with, after 6 people were shot in downtown Augusta, business owners and residents decided to hold a news conference this afternoon. They say they are tired of First Friday. First Friday is an event designed to showcase local artists in downtown, but recently it's gotten a lot of attention for violence. We're going to have more from that press conference in just a few minutes, but first we begin our team coverage with News Channel 6's Arthur Shashadri. But what do business owners in the downtown district think about First Friday? Does the extra foot traffic bringing extra revenue or just extra trouble? News Channel 6's Courtney Elland went to downtown today to find out. Matt Aiken was one of 3 people who spoke at today's news conference. Their goal is to end First Friday. A combination of downtown residents and business owners organized the conference. They say the violence has gotten out of control over the last couple of months during First Friday. They blame a lack of leadership. The downtown group plans on meeting with commissioners to come up with a plan of action. They say they will meet with city leaders on Monday. Sheriff Ronnie Strength will also be a part of that meeting. Sheriff Strength says he has anywhere from 20 to 50 extra deputies working First Friday every month. He says he has to pull those officers off of their normal duties to work the event, and he doesn't think that's right. I got a chance to interview Sheriff Strength over the phone today. Listen. Strength says if First Friday continues, the Augusta Commission will have to put more money in the sheriff's office budget. Like the downtown group that held a news conference this afternoon, Sheriff Strength believes part of the problem with First Friday is that nobody is in charge. The Greater Augusta Council used to run First Friday, but they say they no longer are responsible for the event. But I found earlier today that they still promote First Friday on their website. And less than 24 hours ago, they posted a new YouTube video on that site advertising the event. Also, on their Facebook page yesterday, they wrote, "Don't forget, today is First Friday." I tried to contact the Art Council leaders to get a better understanding of their past and current involvement with First Friday, but I could not get a hold of anyone. And we said before, city leaders will discuss the future of First Friday this Monday. We want to know how you feel about First Friday, so we asked you on our Facebook page if something needs to be done with First Friday. Mike Palermo writes, either police it or close it for good. Randall Clark says, stop letting violent criminals off the hook, put the blame where it belongs. Ray Brown writes, shut it down, not a place you want to take your family to. If you want your comment to appear on WJBF, just go to our Facebook fan page and like us. We may read your comments on air. Also in Richmond County tonight, a man is behind bars after his girlfriend was found dead in South Augusta. Richmond County investigators responded to a house in Hepzibah this morning for a domestic dispute. And according to investigators, the body of 22-year-old Tiffany Salter was found in the woods behind her home. Investigators arrested Todd Goff in connection with the woman's death. Goff was also arrested last August for battery and last July for felony obstruction. Investigators say no formal charges have been filed yet against Goff in this case.
Yeah, we expect to hear from this press conference more about the suspect, Joshua Jones. He was arrested, guys, around 11:30 this morning in Batesburg, and we're told that he does have a prior criminal history, that he has been incarcerated here in Aiken County before. I saw some comments on our Facebook, WJBF Facebook page, about people saying, you know, this is the type of stuff that happens in New York, not in Aiken, not in this quaint, beautiful little town that we have here in the CSRA. And for this to be the third police officer shot within the past 3 months, it's just heartbreaking.
WJBF News Channel 6 at 6.
Hey, good Saturday evening, everybody. I'm Jillian Benfield. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. First, we are following breaking news of a possible downed helicopter at the Savannah River. We're told that a Mayday call went out to the FAA earlier this afternoon. Now, Aiken County deputies, Richmond County deputies, and DNR are all searching for the possible downed aircraft along the Savannah River. That's all according to dispatch. Details are limited right now, but you can count on WJBF News Channel 6 to bring you the very latest information as soon as we get it. Well, it is a big night for one local high school football team. The Burke County Bears are in Atlanta right now trying to fight for their first state champion against the Peach County, right?
Yeah,
Chris
Trojans,
Kane?
yep.
Chris Kane joins us now to give us a lowdown, Chris.
Yeah.
In a critical donation time, Salvation Army workers in Aiken can breathe a sigh of relief. The nonprofit held an emergency food drive today at the Calmia Plaza. Time now for a quick check of our weather. Jenny Thomas joins us now. Jenny, really nice day, especially if you're out shopping like I was today.
Oh, good.
An early morning crash in Graniteville left a Grovetown man dead. Well, you might be using that gas to get to and from the stores this holiday season like I was earlier today. And if you hit the mall, be aware that as you check out for goods, stores are checking you out and not for security reasons. Dan Harris explains. Oh man, I really hope he did not get his wife that holiday sweater. Just a little tip to all the husbands out there this Christmas. Well, still ahead on News Channel 6 at 6, helping those who heal slow get better faster. And it's with something we use every day. Details are coming up in our medical report. Hey, good morning, everybody. Today is Tuesday, December 6th. I'm Jillian Benfield, and for Mary Morrison this morning.
And I'm meteorologist Ed Bloodsworth. Rise and shine. I wish that would actually come true this morning. Not going to see a whole lot of shine today.
No, a little foggy out. Happening now this morning, deputies are taking a man into custody after a car chase. Deputies say 29-year-old Michael Pedigo from Evans was on Gordon Highway driving on the wrong side of the road just after midnight. Deputies say they tried to stop him, but Pedigo drove off. They say they chased him until they got to 8th Street when Pedigo drove off the road, hit a telephone pole, fence, and a tree. Pedigo will be charged with DUI and other traffic violations. Avoid the 70s while they last.
That's right. Yeah.
Today is probably the last of it.
Yeah, I would.
It is another sign of tough economic times. The Aiken Salvation Army plans to help more needy families this holiday, but food supply levels are dangerously low. Officials say several major contributors canceled their donations, and they face buying the food themselves. Count on Kate Rayner with more. The Palmetto State is one of only 15 that does not ban texting while driving. In this morning's medical report, do you want an easy way to lose weight? Look at the color of your plates. Some researchers now say the color of your plate can control your appetite. Christy Myers reports. I almost, when I got married 2.5 years ago now, I almost registered for blue plates.
And you know what, I
It
guess
would have been a
that's
good idea.
And you think about all kind of food you eat, there really aren't a whole lot of blue foods out there.
There's no.
Yeah, so
No
I guess that's
blue
the
on the
color.
board, though.
A lot of blue on the board, in fact.
But first, we begin this noon today by saying goodbye to a fallen Aiken public safety officer. The procession and funeral for Master Officer Scott Richardson just began moments ago. Richardson was shot and killed last Tuesday night. He and Officer Travis Griffin pulled over a vehicle on Brant Court in Aiken for a traffic stop. Corey McGinnis is covering today's big story. He is live from USC Aiken Convocation Center at the funeral. And Corey, despite the rain today, there is a huge amount of support for the Richardson family. Corey, both you and I covered J.D. Pa's funeral just 2 months ago. We were both doing live shots for the noon show, and here we are again 2 months later covering another fallen officer's funeral. So I'm wondering, how does today's service compare to Pa's?
WJBF News Channel 6 at 6.
Burke County Middle School students are home early after a pile-up wreck involving several school buses. I'm Jillian Benfield. Thank you for joining us tonight. We begin tonight with that accident involving 6 school buses carrying Burke County Middle School students. The crash happened on I-20 near Social Circle in Newton County, Georgia. According to Georgia State Patrol, a total of 50 people are being checked at area hospitals for minor injuries. 2 others were transported from the crash scene to Newton area hospitals for visible injuries. According to a spokesperson with the Burke County school system, the 6 buses were on their way to Six Flags amusement park. The trip was supposed to be a reward for students who did well on the CRCT. 44-year-old Angela Anthony, who was one of the bus drivers, had to be extricated from the bus and airlifted to Grady Hospital in Atlanta. Officials say her injuries are serious but not life-threatening. We have team coverage of this multiple school bus pileup tonight. News Channel 6's Archer Shashadri starts us off in Burke County and tonight's big story. News Channel 6's Courtney Elledge is in Newton County covering this big story as well tonight. We're going to hear from her later in tonight's newscast. But right now, it is time for a check of the weather. Jillian Thompson in the Forecast Center, and what a gorgeous day we had today. Back now with more information on tonight's big story. Several Burke County school buses filled with kids on a trip to Six Flags over Georgia collided in Newton County this morning. News Channel 6's Courtney Elledge is live now.
At 6.
New name for Augusta's New You. I'm Brad Means.
And I'm Jillian Benfield, and tonight for Jenny Montgomery. 90 minutes of news continues with the name for Augusta's new consolidated university. This afternoon, the Georgia Board of Regents voted to name the university Georgia Regents University. The name was one of 3 a committee had to consider and was arguably the least popular name on that list. The board voted to approve the name despite plenty of outcry from the people who actually live here in Augusta. Brett Buffington reporting from Atlanta. There is also reaction coming tonight from the 2 universities involved in the merger. ASU students, staff, and faculty watched today's Board of Regents meeting on a live stream from Atlanta. But when the announcement came, the room fell silent. Most of the people there say they were really hoping for a different name. So how do you feel about the new name? Many of those guns bought legally here were sold illegally in places where they're harder to get. He may be one of the luckiest people in the CSRA.
Yeah, no doubt. He's hit the lottery jackpot.
Everybody wants to be that guy or that guy's family members right now. Happening right now, Augusta commissioners talking parking. The city of Augusta still does not have a management contract with the Marriott Hotel to operate the nearly year-old Reynolds Street parking deck. Commissioners are scheduled to try to vote again on a final agreement this afternoon, but the current proposal isn't the cheapest. Charges are pending against 2 dog owners whose dogs allegedly sent a Burke County woman to the hospital. A lack of vitamin D can lead to soft bones, weak muscles, and even some forms of cancer, believe it or not. Researchers now say that a lack of the supplement in certain children could also lead to some other problems. Barbara Hall explains. Some parents blame too much sugar, but research shows it could be less about what they're consuming and more about what they're watching.
Places to retire is in the country.
According to a new study, it could be closer, a lot closer than you think. Ed? I mean, it looked like it was a good game, but I'm glad I got the sleep. I'm not gonna lie.
You just saw the highlights.
And I saw the highlights on GMA.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ed. We're gonna get to our big story in just a minute, but first we have breaking news to tell you about out of downtown Augusta. Richmond County investigators are looking for a suspect involved in an overnight armed robbery at the Kangaroo gas station on Jones Street. That's right off of Riverwatch Parkway. Deputies got the call around 1 a.m. this morning. The suspect is described as a black male with a light complexion. They tell us he was seen wearing a black jacket and dark jeans, 5'5" and between the ages of 35 and 40. Details are limited at this time, but you can count on WJBF News Channel 6 to bring you more information on this developing story. Also, some breaking news out of the Palmetto State. The South Carolina Highway Patrol is working to clean up an accident involving a tractor trailer and a car. That accident is located on I-20 westbound between mile marker 26 and 27. Authorities say diesel fuel is leaking onto the highway right now, and injuries are reported. We have a crew on the way to that scene, and we'll bring you more information as it becomes available this morning.
Just go ahead. It's actually A, guys.
I thought it was going to be
A. The direction of the barbs. Again.
Give me this.
Barbs.
Yeah.
Give me this.
All right, control room got it right.
Control room is cheering in my ear, rubbing it in.
Congratulations,
Fine.
control room.
Countdown is on, and I'm not talking about the election. there's only 70 days left to get your Christmas shopping done. I know you're very concerned with only having 70 days left.
Not really, but
I don't believe that.
he's pretty experienced, though. I know. You have to be a little nervous. Jillian, I'm telling you, I watched. Did you watch it yesterday?
I was driving.
Okay. It was the most amazing thing.
He stopped watching football to watch it. So pretty amazing.
I didn't